What's going on, you kings and queens? Hope you're having the best day yet. And you see by the title, this is all about destroying or limiting beliefs so we can truly live life on our own terms. And this is by far the most groundbreaking thing to help me really live life on my own terms and be the person I want to be now. And limiting beliefs, it stems from so many different things. Before we dive too deep in there, let's kind of have a conversation now. What are some limiting beliefs you have right now? Comment below some beliefs that you have that is blocking you. By the end of this episode, I want to display all those and create you with a roadmap to have infinite beliefs. Because if we're not there in our mind, we can never be there in reality. And you heard a law of attraction, the LOA. It also kind of like that too. So I'm going to dive a little bit deeper on that aspect too. But for now, let's keep it on the baseline so we all can understand. And if you don't know what limiting beliefs are, or haven't even heard of the concept even, it's pretty much just the ideology that something in our life cannot happen. We are blocking ourselves from being successful, or finding the person we love, and the list goes on and on and on. It could be a number of things. And the whole reason why it happens is because somebody told us at one point in time as a kid, or parents, or grandparents, the list goes on and on and on, that we couldn't become successful because we were born in poverty, or we couldn't find people we love because we weren't born to be loved that way, or we was not in the same social class. Other ones are really popular, if I get too close to somebody, I might get hurt, or they might judge me. So all you need is ringing a bell in your mind. All you need limits beliefs, helping you realize, oh wow, this is not true. And the first thing we have to really tackle on this whole aspect is find out the root issue of the limiting beliefs and why they're even there in the first place. But before I get too big into this, if you don't know who I am, my name's Jordansuberllc. I published 2 books you see behind me, Perfectly Perfect and Flawlessly Flawless. I own a marketing agency called Vibrations Marketing, where I help businesses and people go from obscurity to authority by putting their brands to the spotlight so they can get more clients and leads. I also do coaching for entrepreneurs and marketers so they can get more clients themselves and really grow their business. And all these things never been possible for me now if I kept my limiting beliefs I've had growing up. That's the number one thing that stops us. And a lot of times, we're our own worst enemy. And the biggest thing to realize about these limiting beliefs that we may have is that our subconscious controls 90% of our reality. So that means only 10% is our conscious mind going through. If you know anything about this limiting beliefs we hold, it all stems from inside our subconscious mind. This is a great reason why we need to find the root issue now to make sure we can get rid of those things and have an infinite belief system where anything is possible, because it is, especially for you watching this. So the first thing we have to do is really discover what our root issue is for our limiting beliefs. Did someone tell you this as growing up? Did your parents say you have to work hard for money, or money's not easy to make, or people with money are not trustworthy or mean? Or do you see your parents or people in your life who got really close to somebody and they got divorced or broke up or had a heartache? Those are some really popular beliefs. Or like people trying to pursue their dreams and failing and didn't make it. So in our mind, like, oh, we can't do that. We cannot take risks because it might happen to me too. This is not a powerful limiting belief we have to make sure we're not holding on to. A lot of times the stuff we have in our life isn't even our own thoughts. It's something that the world has dictated and put onto us. So it's super crucial that we make sure we're not holding on to those beliefs. And just jot down right now, your notepad or in the comments, what beliefs have you been told growing up that really limit you now? That'll be the number one factor for this whole transaction. Well, number two things we have to do now is really ask ourselves, all of these limiting beliefs really true? Because now we have the root issue. We know where it stemmed from. We can kind of heal it now and make it better. But now we have to ask ourselves, is this even true in the first place? Like for me, if you know Bree here in the Fillmore group, Bree and I were talking about this a few weeks ago. I used to have a limited belief that the way I spoke was hampering my success. If I talked better, I would have way more success, I'd do way more stuff. But I've been learning, I was the best table topic for Toastmasters. I do live videos once a week on here and also my own platform. I give in public speaking events at festivals and other events as well. I was the Psychology Club president, giving speeches every single time, and so many more other opportunities for public speaking. And every time I do this, people would tell me my speech was amazing, I had a really good job. That's one limiting belief that I used to have that I realized isn't true. So you ask yourself, what are these beliefs, are they actually true? Because the more I discovered it, the more I found out myself that it isn't true. And I'm just being my own worst critic, my own worst enemy, and being picked on as a child and teased for how I spoke, carried on through my life until now. I'm like, okay, I can do this. My voice is meant to be heard. And ways you can really find out if these are actually true, besides just doing it and seeing how it plays out for you, is to make a list of all those beliefs and then try to find out a way to disprove it. So maybe you think you cannot chase your dreams because you might fail. Well, write down every reason why you won't fail. You have great connections, you're good at listening, you learn fast, you can see the best opportunity for this. If you have a job already, you can use that to support your dream. Or how big of a dream you're trying to go for. All these different things you make sure you can make that happen. Or maybe one of the limiting beliefs that you have is that you're not a social person. You don't like talking to people in public, or you feel like no one will actually accept who you are. Well, then just start doing that, or look back in your past and think, oh wow, I've talked to so many different strangers, and every time I've done this, it has always been a positive encounter. And there are even quotes you can read from other people who had it worse than us, who was able to overcome that. You saw my last video I did last week in here. I was talking about, how to really take stock in our lives, which is going to be a huge factor to this as well. We grade ourselves from emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, the whole 9 yards, and the whole life purpose. We kind of make ourselves better. We're saying, on a scale of 1 to 10, I might be a 6 financially. How can I become a 9? And what can I not do, making it worse for me? And by doing this allows us to really take ownership and responsibility for our life. It's really a huge part of this exercise. This is like the extension from the last episode. So once you really realize that the limiting beliefs are not true, it becomes way better. And back to the whole subconscious idea, we have 70,000 thoughts in one day, at least. If you're overthinking like me, it's probably even more. And of those 70,000 thoughts, 20%, which is about like 14,000 of them, are negative or positive. That means 80% of that whole day transaction is a negative belief that we have for ourselves or for others. We have to just kind of remind ourselves, it's like, will we talk the same way to someone we love? Because you should be the first person you love and the person you love the most. So you should always talk to yourself the way you would talk to your spouse or your best friend or even your pet. And this way, we start building the habit of having the positive self-thoughts. Which goes to number 3 is, once we discovered what the stem came from, and then number 2 was, how can we make sure we know this is actually true or not. 3 is replacing those limiting beliefs with a positive one. Which talks about that growth mindset I touched upon last week. So every time we have these beliefs popping up, we say, what's the opposite of this? If I think I'm not attractive enough, how many times have I been complimented on how I looked? If I think I'm not good at speaking, for example, how many times have I gone live on videos or done public speaking or anything else that goes on the lines and done really, really good at doing so? So if you start saying to yourself, instead of, I can't do this, I'm an amazing public speaker, or I'm beautiful, or I'm really good at making money, or I'm good at making connections, or money flows effortlessly into my life. The abundance is our birthright, because you're all kings and queens, and it is. We should be thriving in our life every single day, and always excelling more, and having that money come to us effortlessly. Again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jordansuberllc. Thank you all for joining. Hashtag King or Queen if you're watching this live, and hashtag Royal if you're watching this as a replay. And talking more about the whole being effortless in life, many is, I'm to the point in my life now, I'm literally making money off a few hours of my life, making more now in a couple of days than I have in a year before in the past. Because my limiting beliefs have flipped, and now they're infinite. Now I'm telling myself that I am worthy of this money, that I'm worthy of having this abundance lifestyle, because we are. So for every belief you have, I want you to find out the opposite. Write it down in a notepad or even in the comments. What is the opposite belief of your limiting one? If you think you cannot get close to people because they might hurt you, write down, I love getting close to people because I never get hurt and I don't have any real attachments to this. This way it becomes more freeing for us to actually connect with other people. Or if you think that you cannot have people hear your truths because they might judge you, is when people judge me, they love who I am. Or the right people, my tribe, find me, become speaking my truths. It's all about being authentic. That's a huge, huge aspect of that. Number 4 is, what are the things we can do right now in this moment to reinforce that? Can we go talk to strangers? Can we go start that business? Can we go talk to that girl or guy we like? Or tell them how we feel? Can we hop on a live video and speak to large audiences and tell them our thoughts and see how that plays out? Or quit that job, or go to that school, or move to that place. All these things come to mind. And the more we do that, the easier it gets. Because we can trick our mind all day long saying, oh yeah, I'm beautiful, I'm good at speaking, I'm making money all the time, and I am loved by everyone I talk to, and they're happy to talk to me, and they don't judge me in a negative way. Or that I'm not afraid to get close to people because I don't get my heart broken. The people I'm trying to love will also love me in return. The one before I get to the next point is, the love you get out to the world is coming back to you tenfold. And you're worthy of that love you want. I'm not sure you need to hear this, but it's definitely for you listening. And once you get to that point of actually doing this, it becomes way easier for us. So definitely try that tip out. It's going to help you a lot. It helped me in my path, and right now to this present moment, is trying to do these things all the time. So, I've done the whole law of attraction thing where I'll just meditate and try and manifest all my stuff I want. And unfortunately, it doesn't work. Another big belief I used to have for myself is I could not do sales calls because of my voice. And now I do sales calls every single day for my business, for coaching or marketing, 1 to 10. And I'm closing more clients, helping more people, and they're all loving the conversation I'm giving to them, and it seems so easy for me now. Because I practiced a lot for one, and now my limiting beliefs changed, thinking that we're all kings and queens, that we're worthy of this, we're all more than enough to be able to do this. Our belief system literally controls everything. Like I said before, our subconscious is 90% in charge. And as a bonus for you, what I do sometimes at nighttime, or most times at night, I'll play a guided meditation on all about changing our belief system for our subconscious. It's kind of like brainwashing myself to be more positive and to think more abundance. So definitely check that out. Type in like guided meditation for while you sleep. I normally play the last 2 hours. I'll find a short one, because you know who I am, I'm a psychology major with a minor in marketing, and I've learned that our brain will stay awake the whole time. So we have stuff going on like the TV or radio the whole night, we'll wake up more tired the next day. So I only play for the first hour or so when I'm asleep, it's nothing. But while I'm going to sleep, when it's most important, our brain is imprinting and having our neuroplasticity really changing at that moment, the whole day, that new subconscious is being attached to my infinite belief system instead of my limited belief system. And then number 5, this is super important. How dedicated are you to changing your limiting beliefs? This is the biggest one we can probably do. It doesn't matter if I give you all the tips and all the resources to change your limiting beliefs if you do not take action on this and realize that it's even important to me. We have to ask ourselves, does it really matter? How difficult is it for us to actually do that? And is it really destroying our dreams? What roadblocks is it giving us? Is it really limiting us for what we want in life? And for me, I want to get to a point in my life where I'm speaking in front of millions of people at one time on stage, and having my marketing agency be the biggest one ever, and doing coaching for thousands and thousands of people, and helping 1 billion people around the world, and making over $1 trillion, to use that money as a tool and resource to make towns and cities and hospitals and jobs, and to help more people, give them the tools to make more money themselves. Because the best leaders are not the ones with the most followers, but the ones who make the most leaders. This is my goal. And my limiting belief I used to have would have stopped me from even dreaming that big, for one, or even striving to do that, to thriving to do that. So that's huge. We have to ask ourselves, how dedicated are we to make sure we actually make this happen? And once we're mindful and intentional of doing this, it becomes way easier for us to actually make it happen for us. Number 6 is, what are you going to do right now to make this happen? This is kind of extension number 4 that we can do. Now it's, what will you do today? What action will you take today to make sure you get one step closer to this? Will you make a live video? Will you get on a sales call? Will you text that person you like, or call them, or see them in person? Will you talk to strangers? Because success in anything is literally this competence and confidence. So the more we do something, the easier it gets. And once we see that momentum, it becomes way easier. So as a bonus for this tip is, write down a little to-do list every single day on what will you do today that will bring you one step closer to not only destroying the limiting beliefs, but getting closer to your dreams. And hashtag King and Queen if you're watching this live, or hashtag Royal if you're watching this as a replay. And let me know what limiting beliefs you have below. And then now, what are your new belief systems you're going to use? We have to replace them from the limiting ones to the infinite ones to really have this work for us. And now have this to-do list saying, what will you do today? Comment below, what will you do today to get you closer to destroying those false ideologies that society or our parents have given us for your own infinite belief system you do now. And for me, I'm going to do more sales calls. I did a live video. I'm going to hop on more calls as well. And I'm going to work less today. I know I'm not trading my time for money, but I'm getting my value for money. This is the biggest thing. A lot of people have that belief that we can't make more money, but it's not true. And then the last tip for you, number 7, is what is the biggest roadblock for all this? So we know where it starts from, number 1. We know how it isn't true now. We also know what we need to do to make it happen for us, and we need to know what action we can do for it to make it more enforced to us, and our new belief we need to do for it. Now we have to ask ourselves, what roadblocks are stopping us from this? Are there people in our life who always tell us these limiting beliefs? Are there songs we're watching or listening to having this limiting belief in them? The news, the TV, or movies we watch, or the books we read? What contributing factor is adding more to this? Because if we have that in there, it's all going to be ingrained in our mind. If we really flip the switch and only have stuff that's going to help us be more empowered and positive. Let's be, I have a whole new group of friends who are really thriving and being successful and like-minded as me. I don't watch negative movies, I don't watch the news that often, and I don't listen to bad music because I know inherently my subconscious is being brainwashed to think more that way. So we have to ask ourselves what things are going to be blocking us, and that way we make sure we're always going forward. And one last note for you guys to start this, finish this off. It's been about 20 minutes already. I just want to say to you, use this every single day and make a to-do list and add all these factors down. What is our root issue? Why is it not true? What is our new belief system we have for ourselves? What can we do? What is going to help us make that happen? And also, a bonus one to add to this is, who do we know is more positive, more in line with what we have? How can we connect with them? What books and movies and songs should we read? Videos like these, who can we connect with? And that's what we do today to make sure that actually happens. And since I just brought this up, this is a live offer. So if you're watching this video live, this is only offered for you, and it's super limited. I am giving away a 15-minute Royal Discovery call with me, and it is valued at $97. I charge $400 a session for this 1 hour of my coaching sessions. I'm going to be giving away for you for watching this and joining me the 15-minute one for free to give you more value and really help you destroy your limiting beliefs. But more than that, help you make a map on your business ideal, how to market it, and how to get more clients. I've had people talk to me after even a day afterwards, landing 2-3 clients because of our one session we had. So definitely send me a message now so we can get started on that. You're trying to grow your dreams and live life on your own terms and really get clients for doing what you love. Send me a message, make that happen for you. I got what you need, I'm here for you. And I let y'all know that I believe in you, and you know that you are worthy of everything you want in life. All those limiting beliefs that society gave to us are not true. It is your time to shine. You're all kings and queens. And you don't need anyone's approval, permission, or acceptance, not even mine, to live life in your own terms, and to be who you want to be, and to destroy these limiting beliefs, and to really have a thriving life that you deserve. As always, we're all kings and queens, we're all in this together, but it all starts with you. Abundance is your birthright. I love you all, and definitely go share this video, tag your friends below, smash that like button, help us spread this message so more people can destroy limiting beliefs. I wholeheartedly believe that we have a whole society of people who are living their dreams and making more money. We can use all those resources to make the world a better place for our future children and our family and just the world in general. It all starts with you. See you soon.